everybody, it's Debbie here and welcome back to my crafty den. Today I'm going to show you how I make the blank cards for my tags and for my ATC cards. And I've told you before, I believe that I try to do everything as thriftily as possible. Thriftily, is that a word? I hope so. Anyway, I'm cheap. I think that going and buying ATC cards, ATC blanks, is, like, to me, it's a bit ridiculous when we throw, I mean, they're nice and everything. They're a nice, pure white or black, depending on what you want to get. Nice cards. They're just perfect. But we're going to completely cover the card before we're done with it. Now, if you were going to be doing a card that required a crisp white, like a hand-drawn or something like that, I might go and buy the blanks. But I would probably still just do this and cover it with gesso. So let me get to it and I'll show you what I do. You've seen me make my tags and you've seen me do my ATC cards. So I use my paper trimmer and here I use all my leftover cereal boxes. Now I love oatmeal crisp. My husband and I eat it all the time. And we buy it in these big family size boxes. And the first thing that I do when the box is empty is tear it apart and lay it out flat. And then I take my scissors and I just cut these ends off here because it doesn't fit in my trimmer if I don't cut these ends off. So I'm just going to do this. I'm not doing a very good job at cutting this straight, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to straighten it up. So I have a piece that's workable now. So I'm going to set that piece over there. And I've got a straight edge here because I cut it. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it into my cutter. And I'm going to put it right on my bottom edge. There, you can see that. So I'm going to put it right tight against my bottom edge. I'm going to take it as close as I can to the edge without going into that cut line. And I'm going to trim this off. I have to come back this way. There. And now what I have is a perfectly straight corner. This is a perfectly right angle corner. So that means that I can start measuring. And if I put my box up like that, I think it helps the light, doesn't it? So the first thing I'm going to do is go to the 3.5 inch mark. And I am going to cut this into strips. Now I could probably have taken a blank and seen how many times I could lay it out on here to get every single inch of this cardstock used, but you know what, I'm throwing away way less than I normally would have. So now all I'm going to do is, this is not the straight edge, that's the one I cut with the scissors, so I'm going to give that a little wee straighten up, and then I'm going to measure 2.5 inches and make my cuts. And that's as simple as it gets. So when making ATC cards, all you do is take, so see what we've done? We've actually gotten 3 cuts across. And this one, that's a straight edge, that's a straight edge. I believe that's 3.5 inches, it is. So if I put this at 2.5 inches and make one more cut, I can get 4 across. And I've got 2 more, so I can get 12 out of half this box. So I can get 24 ATCs out of this box, which is a really remarkable thing. Like, that's what you'd pay to go and buy the blanks. Now, I don't know how much they cost. They're different everywhere, so I should have probably looked it up on Amazon. Maybe I'll do that right now and let you know. So here's the price of the artist trading cards. I just went with the Strathmore because they're a, you know, a mid-range quality product. But so you get a 20 pack for under $3, but then you have to pay for shipping or you can get it free, but it's an add-on, so you have to order something else to get the free shipping, and which isn't bad. I can get 48 of them out of a cereal box, and it costs me about 15 minutes of my time. So yeah, so I'm saving, you know, under $10, but still I'm not paying for them, so that's the bonus. So this is my thrifty way of making my ATC blanks. Now, so there, I've done that. I'll cut the rest of these later off camera, and I'll show you how I make my blanks for my tags. So I did a tag last week, and I'll be doing another one here shortly. That's what made me think about this. I came in to do a tag, and the size that I use, because I sometimes use my Julie Nutting doll stamps, the full-size doll stamps on the tags, I make these 3.5 by 8 inches because the dolls fit on here like almost from the top. They fit from about here to here and cover, I don't know, over half, almost 3/4 of the card are the tag. So 3.5 by 8 inches is a good size for me, and I am definitely not going to pay for tags. Like, that's just crazy. So I take my template and I put it on here. I need to do this on a straight edge, so of course I've got to get my cutter back out. I don't want to start on a raw edge. I want a nice straight edge. This is the straight edge. This is the edge that I took when I unglued it. It was this one right down here. So I'm just going to put that on there and do a nice straight edge. So now I've got one side cut, so I can take my template and I can put it on here, and then I'm just going to get a pencil. I'll get one with a good lid on, or lead on it, and I am just going to hold this down tight, and I am going to cut out my, there. So I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it right against that line right there that I've already drawn, because I can get 2 of these out of the width of a box. And then I'm going to draw my other lines. Then I'm going to get my cutter back out. All I did was set it over there for a minute. And I don't even have to measure this time, because all I have to do here is cut I got to get this lined up so that I'm going to do it there. So I cut a little bit extra off so I could see what I was doing. Whoops. There. So I've got it cut close enough to the top. And then I am going to go down this line and down this line, and I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to go down this line there. So I have my tags cut out. Sorry. And I'm just going to take my scissors. Now, when I made my first one, my template, when I made this cut, so that you know, I took this cut and then I flipped it over and put it on here and drew a line so that these two would be symmetrical. Okay? So now that I'm tracing it, all I have to do is go ahead and I'm just going to trim that a little wee bit, and then trim that one, and that one. And I've just saved myself a bundle of money. So all you have to do with these is put a coat of gesso on them. I do both sides. A lot of times I'll leave this as the back and gesso the colored side, because I'm going to do a full background on these and layer them up and add color and collaging and texture paste and all kinds of things on this card. And they end up being really, really thick and strong. So that's it. That's my tip. I don't want it to be too long. It's just a quick one. So, oh, and before I go, there's one more step. Take your template and take your pencil. Whoops. And do your little, and take your ordinary punch, and you're done. Voila, you got your tags. So tags, and you could do this with any side tags as well. So cut these down into small tags and use them as gift tags. And I do that sometimes as well. So that will probably be another video. So there you go. Tags and ATCs. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more money-saving tips like this, please like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Bye-bye, everybody. See you in the next video.